I am Brandon Gordon Gap of GapGames.com, and this is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Yo! Okay, see ya!
Right now,
Hey!
we are watching the story we're going with. This team is Future Trunks. Future Trunks. This is my Future Trunks. He can stay. This is my Future Trunks. He is a time traveling, time hopping, interdimensional fighting fighter. Here's what it really is. Trunks is the Flash of Dragon Ball Z. Trunks link a lot of timelines. Trunks himself open up the door and keep the door open for multiple Dragon Ball Z sagas. For example, GT and Z aren't the same. GT and Super aren't the same, but they take place at the same time, along with Daima. Daima, GT, and Super all take place after Z. Different dimensions, different timelines, different things. Future Trunks represents that. Future Trunks and Cell represents that. Now, in the universe I'm in, Dragon Ball Sparking, this is my Dragon Ball Sparking Trunks, storyline. Trunks, Future, we go with the history of Trunks. That's our definitive starting point. The history of Trunks. Androids come, they kill Goku. Right? If I choose younger Trunks, we're going through a different point in time, but this Trunks is my Trunks, technically. To follow a main timeline. This Trunks go back in time. All this stuff. Okay. Right, just to give, this is my Trunks. Don't get it wrong. But he go back in time like Trunks. History of Trunks is where we started. Here's where we split. Okay, here's where it makes sense, right? Because the explaining the timeline matters. When Trunks originally leaves Bulma to go into the future to find Goku, he have a few mishaps. First, right? In his first mishap, he meet Bardock. In his second mishap, he meet this version of Gohan. Let's say after this, he finally finds the Goku he's looking for in the proper dimension, or in a proper dimension, where Goku needs the heart medicine. So we say after this, he meets Goku, fights the androids, and Cell in the Z universe. So after a few adventures here, time travel mishaps. Oops, wrong timeline. This Goku is too small. This Goku isn't really Goku. His name is Turles, but he looks just like Goku, so he don't need the medicine. He going through different timelines trying to find the right Goku that needs the medicine. Eventually he ended up in the Z timeline, level up a bit. He leaves the timeline again. And in leaving the timeline, instead of going straight back to his universe, because time is relative at this point, he finally kind of mastered time travel. Time is relative. Okay, right? Come back, give Goku the medicine, leave, meet some other people real fast, a person or two. Nothing major. Then he comes back, they have the Cell games. Then he leaves again. Right? This is supposed to be a version of that Trunks. So you're like, the timelines match, but they don't match. because this is stuff we never heard of. So you're like, ah, you know. But after they defeat Cell and stuff, he go back through time and he goes find another person or two, and then he gather all his favorite people from the different timelines to create Team Future Trunks. This is Team Future Trunks. Super Vegito, Gogeta, Ultimate Boat, Gohan, and Bardock. And this is his team that he takes to go train with throughout the universe. You know? And this is his story. Right now, he meets Gohan, adult Gohan, which was this great Saiyan man. In another timeline that we previously visited, Young Trunks, Gamma 1, Gamma 2, who else was it? Metal Cooler. No, not Metal Cooler. Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Gohan, Tien, and Berta. Not Berta, they dropped Berta. And they picked up Krillin, I think. They are from a universe where Capsule Corp and Red Ribbon and Army are working together, forming your TSA if you're into the Marvel thing, where they try to keep timelines together and they're there for drastic events. In another timeline, that's who he met and that's how he did. So, Future Trunks is pivotal for Dragon Ball Z in the fact that when you run into a writing slump, if you want to change things up without changing the main continuity and doing the most, you create an alternate timeline. Future Trunks holds all timelines together and creates the possibility of alternate timelines. So Future Trunks came here, again, looking for Goku. Like, oh, that's not the Goku I'm looking for. He ends up him and the Great Saiyan Man fought off some thugs. And now they're training for a tournament. They're like, hey, we're in a tournament. This is Trunks' first power boost. This is right after he fights Frieza in the Z timeline. But right before he comes back to be like, these are the androids. No, those aren't the androids. These are the androids. To give a reference to him training and how he got so strong. Because remember, even though he whooped Frieza's ass, Metal Frieza, I can't call him Frieza, Metal Frieza's ass, compared to the androids in his timeline, he's a punk bitch. But his timeline is vastly different from the Z timeline, as into there were 6 different more androids. 13, 14, 15, Trucker Hat Guy, Android 16, 19, Dr. Gero. Like, none of those androids were a factor in his universe. Just to be like, how OP these androids were. And how strong he needed to get to be to fight the androids in his universe. Because you got to think about it. The androids had to be stronger than Cell in his universe. At that point. Then he kills Cell in his universe because Cell tries to steal his time machine. And that's how his universe is saved for the moment. Well, saved. I can't say for the moment because that Future Trunks never came back to the past. in my story, you know, I believe he had more adventures, more time traveling adventures. In Super, we get a different Super Trunk. We get a different Trunks, different timeline, things like that. They even explained it away. They even used that to make time travel canon. Because he's not technically the first time traveler. The first time traveler is Bardock. Right? They're like, did he time travel or was it a fever dream? So, anyway, we're gonna watch this team fight through the tournament. They're gonna go through a tournament. I say we're gonna watch right now because the ultimate team we're gonna fight at the end is, I don't know, maybe Team Android, maybe I don't know. We're just gonna form different teams. Let's see who we can't use. Technically, we can't use Goku. We'll use Raditz.
My turn now.
Raditz, you're leading the team. Raditz, give me a Cyberman. Who else can we give you? Raditz. Huh. I don't know why I like Burger. Something about Burger. Burger's cool. We give you Chase.
Let's have some fun.
We'll give you another Cyberman. Just to be a generic team. And nah, I give you Selchuk. Put you in the middle. We'll switch you with you. That works. So this is the first team they're going to fight in the tournament. I said there because it's on training. I am going to put CPU versus CPU. Can I? I cannot. I'm gonna have to fight. Right now, I'm what you calling it? I'm removing people off my goddamn friend list. That's why I was hoping to set up the fight, to watch the fight while I do it. But what I can do is continue to expand a little bit more on the universe. Right? So, we're doing backstories. Wait! I'm not ready. I ain't trying to hear that shit. We could do some more universe expanding. Right while we wait. In this universe, Gohan and Videl are married. Turles and Vegeta are besties. And there is no Piccolo Krillin. They were killed by Turles and Vegeta. Don't ask me, that's just what came to mind. I'm sorry it had to be so dark. They died in the Saiyan purge. In this world, because of the Saiyan's reputation, they tried to remove all Saiyans from the planet by force. Gohan, no, not Gohan, led by Turles, and strategized by Vegeta. The Saiyans on this planet managed to overcome their adversity and now are part of the upper class. Gohan is the hope for the new generation of people to move forward and work together as a community. Kids, should they have kids? No kids. Not right now. I got time to do all that. This is just a stop. I guess I could give them kids, right? I'm just removing people, y'all. I'm on the S's right now. But Future Trunks. This is Team Future Trunks. Super Trunks is his base form. That's how he walk around. But that's not the limit to his power. That's just how he chooses to walk around. When he levels up, at first it's a power boost. You know? Well, that's when he's fully developed. At first there's a power boost to go with it. But as he powers up, he slims down. His transformation works a little backwards. Even though he don't go fully purple again, you know, he slims down in order to get the speed boost. Because the problem with the form was the speed boost.
With my newfound strength,
He lacks speed in this form. So, as he get taller, as he get more powerful, he transforms his body down to keep up with the speed. Why? Because he's been training with the best of the best. The Gohan he decides to get is Mystic Gohan. Why? Because of the way time travel works. He can't go back to his own timeline. He can never go back in time in his own timeline. He can only go to a different timeline. Why are you on here then if we're not friends? So, given the experiences that he learned and experience from the people that he hang with, you know, that was his evolution. Again, first person he meet is Bardock. He's met this Gohan. I guess we'll use this Gohan. Nah, we're not gonna use this Gohan. Later on he'll meet a Mystic Gohan. But he ended up meeting Miss Mystic Gohan, and him and Mystic Gohan really kicked it off. And then he went to a universe where Vegeta and Goku fused to get to a couple universes, and a couple of them, Vegeta and Goku fused together and couldn't unfuse. That's why Gogeta and Vegito are characters. The fusion was permanent. Not that they're separate characters, right? That they're, because he universe hopping. And like, we already had an episode with Bardock, and then, you know, they went through a whole hijinks thing, and Bardock ended up fading back into time, into his timeline, where he go fights Frieza, stuff like that. This Bardock is a different Bardock, even though they have similar backstories. This Bardock is going to be one that changes the Saiyan's fate in his universe. He's actually going to go beat Frieza's army. Let's say with the help of future Trunks and some friends, they go back to his timeline and they defeat Frieza's army, and Planet Vegeta and Vegeta are saved, and you know, it's a whole different universe. Because I could do that, because parallel universes. That's why I have a problem with this game. It's not a balanced game. Everybody don't have the same health. Because everybody don't have the same health, this game created a power scaling that shouldn't be there. This isn't Dragon Ball Z. This isn't Dragon Ball Super. This isn't Dragon Ball GT. This isn't Dragon Ball Daima. This is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is a whole new universe, separate from the Budokai universe, separate from the Xenoverse, separate from all those other universes. So to try to create a power scale when there is no power scale and it's supposed to be a fighting game is stupid, because you're just going by what you're seeing from the TV shows at this point. You're not putting any thought into it. You're just like, yeah, they're the strong ones, right? In the fighting game, you can't create an unbalanced system anyway. It don't make sense. I'm on the T's. I'm almost done. Right now, I'm removing people from my friend list. I don't really game with people, and I hate seeing all these people on my friend list, and then they keep adding me to groups. Like, the fuck are you guys? The fuck y'all keep adding me to groups for? I don't know the motherfuckers. I did make a good friend or two, or a friend or two. I can't say I made a good friend. Why are you still on my thing? We're not friends. Block. Don't know you neither. But yeah. So Future Trunks is Flash, and everything Future Trunks does is Flashpoint Paradox. I feel like this number too big. I had about 100 friends. I removed everybody I don't know. Oh, except this person. I don't know that person. I removed everybody I don't know. And I'm still left with 20 friends. Yep, if I don't know you, gotta go 19 friends. Double check my list. I don't know you personally. Gots to go. If I ain't never met you, if I ain't never hung with you, gots to go. Left me with 19 friends. Got tired of being added to groups and group chats. Like, nigga, I don't know y'all. Fuck, y'all keep sending me shit. Alright. So, here's generic team 1 in the tournament. Versus Team Vidal. Peaches Trunks is our star, though. Our power level don't matter. So, it's a whole new universe. If you're gonna sit here and tell me power levels matter, you can suck my dick. It's a new universe. This is not Dragon Ball Z. This is not Dragon Ball Super. This is not Dragon Ball Diamond. This is not Dragon Ball GT. This is not Dragon Ball Xenoverse. This is not Dragon Ball Budokai. It's a new, right? Dragon Ball Sparking. Alright, y'all out here cheating. You clearly outclassed. GT ain't right, it's a different power scaling. You can't tell me power scaling matter. Because they've never been in the same universe. Yeah, use that perception button, bitch. I was gonna say, I could have sworn you said your skills, man. Just because you amped up don't mean shit.
Here goes. I'll finish you. Burning attack. end for you. Stay back.
Just better than you. Talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with being better than you. Called the block. Here, use the perception button. We are not the same.
That's enough. Father, I'll take it.
Right. And none of that good deflection. I don't use perception, but I think I keep my guard up.
What's wrong? You're mine. How about this? Shoot.
How were you at, buddy?
Let's play. I'll get you. You're mine. Wait.
Touch the butt.
Impossible. Victory is mine. Die! Beg for your life. I got
Right.
This'll finish you off. Kamehameha! my true power!
Easily, Team Fidel wins their first stage in the tournament. That was a lot easier than I thought. Don't get too cocky. It's just the first match. Yeah, and the thing, we'll only get stronger once the fruit actually starts to take effect. You're counting on the fruit, I'm counting on my skills. There's nothing wrong with counting on both, Vegeta. As a recap, the night before, over a hearty meal prepared by Turles, Future Trunks found out that a special ingredient was added to the salad. That ingredient was fruit from the Tree of Might. Due to Turles' inability to take care of plant-like property, this tree only produced fruit once a year. They waited for this time to eat that fruit. Fruit from the Tree of Might boosts one's power tenfold permanently from eating. By our estimation, their power should double that in only a matter of hours. So that's his first power boost. Eating fruit from the Tree of Might. Second power boost, technically. His first power up came from hanging with Bardock and them pushing each other. This is his second power boost. Eating from the Tree of Might. This is before he come back to the Z universe to fight the androids. Or in A universe to find the proper Goku to give him the medicine, like the android. Right? Because it can't technically be that future Trunks, but it can be a future Trunks with a similar timeline. Let's see. Who's going to be our face of the next match?
Now you will know true fear.
I think we should put you to the back, buddy. Why? Because I'm tall. Yes, because you're tall. Actually, you're back there by yourself. Right. We'll go Team Royalty. Those two. This is your team. Now, who's going to be your generic henchman? We could add one more. Right, we need a generic henchman.
It seems it's my turn.
Deborah could be the generic henchman. And then we switch out one of you with our faceless soldiers, Cyberman, and Cell Jr. Cell Jr. Cyberman, along with actual faceless soldiers or nameless soldiers, like Frieza Soldier number 1. Where you at, Frieza Soldier number 1? At least you're number one, buddy. And number two. And where's that Majin Buu saga? This shit, I thought I had one from here. You know? But anyway, those are our faceless soldiers. But before we jump into that battle, let's do a little bit more of the episodes
Let's take a peek
of Future Trunks. So I found it interesting that Dragon Ball is sparking. At first I did, and then it made sense to me after I broke it down. You know, sometimes you gotta think that they chose Super's Future Trunks as the definitive Future Trunks. I'm like, really? Out of all Trunks? This Trunks? Why this Trunks? I know he's the new hotness, but why? But it makes sense on the grounds that in Dragon Ball Super, Whis, Beerus, you know, Zamasu, all the gods and angels of Dragon Ball Super made time travel canon by introducing the time rings. These time rings represent different timelines and or parallel dimensions, making parallel dimensions legit, which is why you got to go with this Super Trunks and the Goku Black arc. Because they make it definitive. Even though Z Trunks mentioned it, you know, it wasn't fully thought out technically. But it doesn't make it any less legit. Right? Are those not good deflections? Some people only respect the what you call it. I only respect the perception button. I don't even know the name of the button. Right. Z Future Trunks explained the same thing when he came back. They're like, oh, you're back, Future Trunks. You know, I guess that means, did everything go right in the timeline? Like, well, it turns out time isn't linear. Right.
Looks like I'm up next then.
After Gohan taught me, I never thought I'd have a chance to learn from the one who
So
taught him.
it made it canon that there's different timelines in the parallel universes. Like, at least I could do some good in a universe. So he stayed to help them fight the android and get stronger to defeat his own android. But the representation of the time rings is what makes it official. Because now they have a physical representation in the world of different timelines to show you. I counted a lot more than just 7, technically.
Okay, looks like it's my turn. You've gotten a lot stronger these past few years.
Okay, let's put it like this. Right now, there's Z, Super, Daima, the history of Trunks, which is Z's Trunks timeline, the Cell timeline from the Cell that killed A Trunks and came back to the Z timeline, because Cell has his own timeline. And then there's the movie timeline, because they're not canon. So each of them may have their own timeline, or each of them may have their or each of them may be connected to their own timeline. You know what I mean? The Z movies. Bardock, History of Trunks, Broly, Super Broly, Metal Cooler, 13, all of them, they're not part of the canon timeline of Z. So that sets them to a separate timeline. We're at 6 timelines already. Not including Sparking Zero, Xenoverse, Budokai, Dragon Ball, that timeline. Like, there's a lot of different timelines. But they weren't made canon until Super. The time ring represents different timelines, making the imaginary world have a physical representation of it in their universe, which makes it canon. You get what I'm saying? It's not implied. They're like, no, this really exists here.
Pretty amazing, Trunks. Makes sense that you're as strong as you are. I've been too busy studying while you've still been training.
I've still got a long way to go, though. This is a rare opportunity for me. Let loose your full power, please, Gohan.
You got it.
Spirit Sword. I learned that hanging with Yusuke Urameshi. Right, because I go all the way down. I'm not using my fucking dash to go down. No, I'm not using that in square. Just using down in my charge button. So I stay on the ground. That's the first thing to separate me from everybody else. I intentionally stay on the ground. Because I'm in control of my fight. First things first, stay grounded.
You don't know how much this means to me.
Second thing, keep your guard up. Understand your placement on the battlefield. This will separate me from a lot already. I literally hold down the down button. Not the down button, but the descend button. While I'm dashing and stuff, which what makes it look like my feet are touching the ground when I'm dashing. It's like, that's how you get the effect. That's how you run into walls. Once you run into walls, you understand when your character has their back to something that you can't see. What's the one thing you do? You can go left, right, or up. Movement is key. Alright, what else we got?
I have to do this. I must.
That's supposed to lose. Comes to reach new heights of the stray. Trying to redeem trainers cut short. Comes to ask for help, go high. Get back in fighting form. Why not? They all ran. What the fuck was I supposed to do? They're like, you got problems in your future? We don't want to fight nobody with that, like that. Right, was I supposed to lose? Call of Duty Ball Z. Get your ass behind cover. Can't see.
What's the matter? Certainly you didn't defeat Zamasu and Goku.
You're already in the middle of an attack. Call of Duty Ball Z. Had no choice but to come that way. Because I'm using that as my guard. My other guard is my shield. Right, you gotta come around the fucking mountain. That's my perception button, bitch. I don't use my perception button. Cause you ain't learned to keep your guard up. Keep your guard up.
Looks like I'm up next then.
After Gohan taught me, I never thought I'd have a chance to learn from the one who taught him.
I'd nearly forgotten that. Hard to picture Gohan as a martial arts instructor. This will be a good chance to hone any demon-style
That
techniques.
shit put a hole in your back.
Allow me to show you how to fight like a demon.
Again, I'm on the ground. That was bad.
Okay, looks like it's my turn. You've gotten a lot stronger these past few years. Pretty amazing, Trunks.
Take this!
Makes sense that you're as strong as you are.
Ah, hit behind the damn thing.
You've still been training.
Right, the mountain took the brunt of the blow.
This is a rare opportunity for me. Let loose your full power.
Said it when I shot it before the animation started. Ah, shit. Alright, stop treating me and cheating me out here. Time and effort.
Thank you for training with me, everyone. You don't know how much this means to me.
What happened? I was supposed to get my ass kicked. Gohan got his ass whooped. It was like I shoulda. Right. Right. But I can't keep it moving in the story. So maybe I gotta get beat up.
I have to do this. I must.
Let them beat me up. Let's see if it gives me an alternate path if I let them beat me up.
I'm filled with determination.
I'll fight you first. Prove that all this training hasn't been a waste of my time.
I will, Father.
No, I gotta let you beat me up to see if I get a different result. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, puff out your chest all you want. I gotta let you in. Shut up.
I'm a pro Saiyan warrior!
can't beat me, buddy.
What's the matter? Certainly you didn't defeat Zamasu and Goku Black with such meager power. Channel your willpower into an explosion of rage. Break past the very limits of your power. Got it.
Yeah, you back the fuck up. Talk that shit.
After Gohan taught me, I never thought I'd have a chance to learn from the one who taught him.
I'd nearly forgotten that. Hard to picture Gohan as a
Because I gotta lose to see if it does the whatchamacallit.
good chance to hone any demon-style techniques he taught you. Allow me to show you how to fight like a demon.
You're done.
I'm different from y'all, man. Not on my level, buddy. Alright.
Everyone, lend me your power. My strength is a shield for all of us mortals.
Okay.
I want Gohan to beat me. It's all about Gohan.
Gotten a lot stronger these past few years. Pretty amazing, Trunks. Makes sense that you're as strong as you are. I've been too busy studying while you've still been training.
Alright? Can't let him beat me. It's all about Gohan. See if I get an alternate storyline. I don't. So how did I end up at an impasse? Normal everyday shit.
How goes it?
I spend the majority of my time in training. I don't care for the story. I know the story.
It's good to see you, Dad.
We're going back to the basics.
Now back to the tournament. Spend the majority of my time in training. Don't really care. I don't care to play online. Why do I want to play people that spam the perception button? Don't keep the guards up. And believe that this game is a legit online fighting game. First of all, this is not that. It's not a legit online fighting game. People like Videl health level is nowhere near even a Raditz health level. I said Raditz, Turtle's health level. Your health bars aren't even. It can't be competitive. It's not evenly matched. And then people play character tropes. Like people think just because Yamcha is Yamcha, I don't got these hands and I won't put these hands on them. I like playing this Yamcha. Yamcha is my main, technically. But it's Yamcha. Yamcha's not that good. Yamcha, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You play a character name. You play a reputation. Guys like bronzexuals. Just because it's LeBron, you're like, oh my gosh, LeBron, put your balls in my mouth. Y'all not actually in this shit to win this shit. Because you're playing character levels. That's why everything is Goku versus Goku versus Goku. Goku versus Vegito. Gogeta versus Vegeta. You know, like, suck a dick. It's not balanced. It's not a good game. It can't be competitive. Just because it's a fighting game, don't make it competitive. You need to have actually a level battlefield for it to be competitive. Trying to pick the highest character, like all these other characters are weak because the health bars. Like, you're just a bully. Ain't competitive. Like, ain't no way that how can it be competitive? Ain't no way Trunks could beat Gogeta. How can this game be competitive then? You're not even picking characters to make it competitive. So there's no way this could be a competitive game. But I'll be back. Okay. I am back. Some red beans and rice. Actually, rice and beans. Slice of ham. And a piece of chicken. So back in the current universe we're in, Trunks, on his time-hopping hijinks, has entered a tournament with Gohan, Videl, this universe version of Goku, whose name is Turles, and Vegeta. The night before, they have ate a piece of fruit from the Tree of Might. And any time during this tournament, the effects of that fruit may blossom and manifest. Here in match 2, they face off against what looks to be formidable foes.
I'll unleash my true power!
No, you don't get it. Alright, I'm still on the ground, buddy.
I'll unleash my true power!
No way we're fighting in the air. Called your dumb ass. You don't even let the animation play out. A universe where they all don't exist together. There is no power skill. It's assumption. Almost, kind of technically, right? GT characters and Z characters don't scale together. Right? That's my perception. Yeah, I better stop me. Ain't no point. Nah, I ran into that. I ran into a beam. Right.
Here goes. Time to finish this.
Bounce back. Watch you bounce back. Right. Like a dummy, you ran head first. You trying your best out there. It's kind of a wrap for you. Right, we just went through 4 fighters. Whooping your ass. All whooping your ass. Broke it. I broke it. Broke it again. Because they're not going to let me, even if I put up the heads up display, it's not going to bring up the button prompt. Like, nigga, like you getting your ass beat out there. By 4 different fighters. I'm like, nope, I still got enough energy. Pass you around like new booty. After getting their ass thoroughly handed to him, the burro was a bitch and tried to blow up the ring. But thanks to Turtle's quick thinking, he saved the arena and the people. I guess no matter how you package him, Goku's Goku. Can't help but Goku. I never thought some people would go through such drastic measures to win. Should we keep going? We've come this far. If they want to blow themselves up, let them blow themselves up. It's the coward's way out. As long as we're here, we continue fighting. I'm with Vegeta on this one. No use in turning back now. Besides, the fruit from the tree of might haven't even kicked in yet. Don't you want to know how much stronger we are? I guess. So guys, who's our next opponent? We're in the semis now. Let's check the brackets. Bitch ass nigga. In the semis, let's see who we face. Face this guy.
I'll fight with my life on the line.
This guy.
This is all I've got.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I know who I want to face. Where's that other guy? This guy. There was one more. I was like, for sure he was related to. Oh, the next two are related in some kind of way. I forgot. Oh, no, I'm stupid. Okay.
Observe a master at work.
Oh, where's my man's at? I love my man's. My man's is a fucking menace out here. Low key. Where my man's at? Oh yeah. Janemba. Roshi, you're in front. Switch. You. And you. This is our semifinal squad. Janemba is a fucking monster. That dimensional shift shit, just like instant transmission, that effect's so dope. And it's so powerful. We fight Team Roshi next. Wait. Roshi as in Master Roshi? You heard of him? Yeah. Where I'm from, that guy taught a shitload of people the Kamehameha wave. Yeah, he's one of my former teachers. Yeah, back when the kid was growing up, he was a bit of a whiner. So Dad sent me to Master Roshi's to train. That's where we met. So, I'm guessing you guys are new school. I mean, you guys are old school, and that's the new school. Actually, it's worse. Those guys, they're already top martial artists in the world. When they came and said they wanted to train under Roshi, that old bastard kicked us out the school. Don't worry about it. Two of us could easily kick Roshi's ass. We just send the kids there to get stronger. Yeah, it still would have been nice to complete our training. I feel so cheated. What's up, bitches? Roshi and the squad is in the building. No hard feeling, right, guys? Fuck you, Roshi. Ah, come on, that's no way to talk to your former master. Yeah, besides, you guys didn't have to quit. Actually, I kicked them out. They did. Okay, besides, you know, the Monstars aren't made for everybody. Oh yeah, that's what we're calling ourselves these days. We're calling ourselves the Monstars. How far you fell, Roshi. To think you were once one of the greatest martial artists in the world. Now you're just a gimmick. I'm no gimmick. Where you at? That guy's a gimmick. What? Hi? Besides, you guys made it this far. You didn't need my help. Actually relieved. It's good to have some strong opponents. I say, whoop their fighting loving ass, coach. In due time, in due time. I sense this won't be as easy as our last fights. There's something ominous about them. We got tons of tricks up our sleeve, Roshi. You'll be amazed. Hey guys, we don't have time for this. Let's prepare. Work over a strategy. That's a good idea. Catch you chumps later. Ah, those cocky bastards. Something about that Turles. He just makes me want to punch him in his face. You'll have your time to punch him in his face. If we're smart, we'll get our own strategy going. Thus, after a few hours, the next fight was ready to begin. Rule number 1, Turtle Hermit. Keep your guard up. Alright. I'm gonna put your ass out the air. It's clearly a guard break. Heard the shit break.
I see you. Right there.
Where they send the children to train.
This is it! Beg for your life. Over here. Getting hurt. This is it! Right there. Get back. Beg for your life.
Just because you press it don't mean that the animation's done.
I win.
Just then, everybody's power from the eating from the fruit of the tree of might has awakened. They all ate at the same time.
I'll fight you next. Here goes. I'll finish you. Here goes. I'll finish you. This is the end for you.
This power boost, it's amazing. Gotta see if we have a tree of might in my universe.
See if you can take this. Observe a master at work. Sit right there.
You facing the other way.
That'll do for now, I suppose. Stay back, freaks. You fell into my door.
Right, this is your ultimate. I was gonna say, though, he gotta.
Over here. Like it. I am its creator.
But they gotta jump him at the moment. I prefer Fidel and Gohan to jump him.
I am its creator.
For getting kicked out.
Videl, you fell into my door.
Right? I'm still holding mine. We're different, buddy. All you do is press it. I'll press my block button. We are not alike. Exactly.
I am its creator.
We are not alike.
Keep on trying.
Right, I can rush through that.
I am its creator.
Right, you didn't charge it. No way.
Don't overdo it. Burning attack. See if you can take this.
I'll take this shot. Perception. Perception. Use a bitch. Keep your guard up. Right, you flew up in the sky. There's no way you're behind me.
Pure and beautiful.
Under me, I should say.
See if you can take this. See if you can take this. I got it. Time to finish this. Here it comes. I see you. Final blast. Here it comes.
That's how you bat shit away.
Don't overdo it. Gotcha. I see you.
Nah.
See if you can take this.
Button mashing and getting angry don't make it good.
It's my turn.
Can't tell me I couldn't block. Too far for that. Sorry, if you could block up that close. Definitely too far for that.
This is it. Not done yet. Take this.
Are you prepared? Victory is mine.
Die.
I know when I'm playing against a real person on the computer.
Pathetic.
I play against them enough.
Time to finish this! Here it comes! Here it comes!
Just got a match. I think this is balance. Right, nigga, you already in the middle of a blast. You can't deflect. Who are you?
That's enough!
Nope, that's not what I was doing. Switching out. You still getting jumped. We still got the numbers. Right. You tripping.
Father, I'll take it.
So, I mean, I can't switch out, nigga. We get jumping your bitch ass. No matter how much you think you got it, you don't. It's not your story.
See if you can
It's what
take
you're not
this.
understanding.
See if you can take this. Burning attack! I will defeat you! See if you can take this.
Man, what you think? Nah. I got over 100 and something hours in training. Just in training. Alright, so we go to the semis, and the semis will be Team Android. I mean, we go to the finals. The finals will be Team Android. This version of Team Android. Hey guys, I know this is a different timeline, and this isn't the same. But you see that guy and that girl over there? Which ones? The blonde and the one with the raven hair. Oh, that dude's a chick? I mean, that chick's a dude? Anyway, those two, they terrorize the timeline I'm from. They're part of the reasons I went back in time. They killed off a few of you. Actually, you're not even there. That guy trained me. Different version of you, who isn't really you, but you died of a heart attack. From what they tell me, my father died nobly in battle. So, I started traveling throughout time with this medicine to give to Goku so that hopefully he could be strong enough, or he is strong enough, to help us fight the androids. Sad story. That's really fucked up. Who are those other guys he's with? I don't know. I never seen them. I don't sense any energy coming from them. Think they could be androids? I've seen a lot of things time hopping. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi guys, look at my trucker hat. But give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I gotta go potty. Let that soak in. Oh. Okay, I'm back. We'll return to the main menu. Maybe I have to do an episode here to move up. Goku Black Shits here before I can move up.
Okay, let's do this thing.
So I've been working on shit. Creativity is one of my strong suits. And I've been working on the Terminator Legacy movie. And the Terminator Legacy movie is similar to this Flashpoint, Future Trunks. They go back. Time isn't linear, or time is finite. You know, there's certain thing that's finite. Skynet taking over in the Terminator universe is the nexus point where it must happen. No matter what happens, no matter how timelines are changed, Skynet must happen. If Skynet doesn't happen, no Terminators go back in time, no Terminators go back in time, no Terminator movie. Technically, the T2 going back in time is what kicks off Skynet. The T in Terminator 2, the second T-1000, the second Terminator, going back in time is what kicks off Skynet, because they went to the creator's house of Skynet, and they're all like, yay, you know, we're gonna stop this guy and all this shit, right? And then they leave the fucking robotic arm. You know, they find the robotic arm and they build Skynet off of that shit. Crazy. But it has its own convoluted timeline. So, in this universe, I have multiple Terminators, and I have multiple John Connors, and I have multiple Sarah Connors. There's 3 movies. It's called Terminator Legacy. The first one is Terminator Legacy Judgment Day. The second one is Terminator Legacy Sarah Connor. Then the third one is Terminator Legacy John Connor. Now, in the first one, we find different Terminators, and we send them to different timelines to go kill multiple John Connors. To go back in time to kill multiple John Connors and Sarah Connors. We find different Terminators. We send different Terminators, right? From the definitive, what we're going to call as the definitive Skynet timeline. Because the T-1000, the T-800, and the one after the T-1000, they're all different models of Terminators in the same army. You got to remember, they mass reproduced these Terminators globally. We only deal with one in the present time. There are multiple versions of those robots in the robot army. So we're going to have multiple robots, multiple different Terminators. Show the robot army, expand it a bit, and send them through time to kill out multiple John Connors to make sure Judgment Day happens. You get what I'm saying? And in essence, them actually kicking off the Judgment Day war. Because if they don't go back in time to kill John Connor and make it personal, anybody else could have led the resistance. But they kept making it personal against John Connor, toughening John Connor for the upcoming war before the war happens. Which is why John Connor is the resistance leader. So, they send multiple Terminators, different timelines to kill John Connor, and that's what the first one is about. Showcasing the Terminator army. Some succeed, some don't, things like that. And then we go back and we watch, during the same time, we go and we watch Sarah Connor, the different Terminators, try to kill different Sarah Connors. Then we watch them try to kill different John Connors. Right? And this becomes like, but throughout it, because we're explaining what happened throughout this movie. The majority of the movies are flashbacks. But we're going to find out that all the different soldiers that are part of the main group in the Resistance are different John Connors from the different universes. End up, again, capturing Terminators, turning them to the good side, and using their time travel devices to travel to the dimension where the Terminator Wars are being used, are being is happening. The Judgment Day War is happening. So we got all these multiple John Connors leading the Resistance, on different fronts, which is why John Connor is so important, which gives us our legacy movie. We could bring back former John Connors, former Terminators, and have them all in the same movie. And as they get older, again, CGI should help with well, that's the old model. Here's the new model. And then going through the legacy movies where we follow the different Terminators, we follow the different Sarah Connors, and we follow different John Connors. We can always choose one Terminator to follow for a trilogy. We could choose a Sarah Connor to follow for a trilogy, and we could choose a John Connor to follow for a trilogy to bring it back to a legacy movie. So therefore, we always have John Connors, we always have Terminators, and we always have Sarah Connors. We could follow anyone over multiple decades of real life time. And they all can always come back for a legacy movie. How do you recycle a legacy movie? It's easy. Movies with time travel already set yourself up for that, to repeat history. Does the history repeat itself, or does it repeat itself with a slight twist? Because the whole premise is going back in time. So you could take a movie like Terminator, and you don't have to remake it per se, but you go back in time to revisit the first Terminator, or a Terminator trying to kill Sarah Connor. You go back in time to revisit a Terminator trying to kill a John Connor. That's the premise of all the movies. Terminator, go terminate. Target, Sarah Connor. Target, John Connor. Or Terminator, go back in time and protect. Target, John Connor. Target, Sarah Connor. The movies don't change. So the only thing to do now is to bring them into the current Skynet war to give a different perspective. So now that you got the Skynet perspective, the Skynet war perspective, you got the Sarah Connor perspective, you got the John Connor perspective, and we got the multiple Terminators, we have enough perspectives to always switch up the formula. We're going to follow the Terminator, we're going to follow the John Connor, we're going to follow the Sarah Connor, we're going to follow, the war. We have 4 different perspectives that we can follow. Like I said, creating is one of my strong points, at the very least. I'll make something out of nothing. So, that's how you survive that. Same thing with Trunks. Trunks must go back in time. There's rules of the universe. Trunks must go back in time because there's a crisis. You need Goku's help. Future Trunks. Wait, you're right. Future Trunks is the only one that could go back in time. The current Trunks of the universe can never go back in time. Like, for some reason, these are unwritten rules. He's always too young. Even after creating the time machine, Bulma never, even though knowing she could create the time machine, Bulma never went to create the time machine in any universe where Future Trunks been, outside of his own timeline. Because once Future Trunks go back, there is no reason for them to worry about that threat, because they're there to solve the threat, whether it be, even though it's a different timeline, Future Trunks negates that threat in that universe. So the threat that made them go back in time never happened. And because that threat never happened, the current Trunks and Bulma don't need to build a time machine to go back in time. There's no reason to. So Future Trunks can always go to a parallel timeline. Help Goku, help a Goku, help a Vegeta. Shit, he could even go help a Trunks. It's just rules of the universe. Future Trunks is important to the Dragon Ball timeline in the fact that he creates parallel universes that ties all the timelines together. Without Future Trunks, Dragon Ball GT, Super, and Dynamo are just 3 separate worlds, 3 separate shows. Future Trunks could time travel and time hop to each timeline. He could grab Diamond's Goku, GT Goku, Super Goku, Z Goku, Dragon Ball Goku, and the movies Goku, and bring them all together. That's how important and powerful Trunks is to the Dragon Ball universe.
All right. Let's gather the 10 strongest fighters we know to make sure we beat the other universes.
Sure thing. I'll head out now.
That's how I would end Dragon Ball Z. The ultimate battle of Goku versus Vegeta. All the Gokus versus all the Vegetas. Wait, what are we doing? To join? First thing, we're going with the android. Turn them into power, right? Right? Future Trunks setting up a interdimensional tournament. Like, they were nice with this whole tournament of power shit. Because they could have gave us different versions, like replica versions of the Dragon Ball Z cast. Goku Dark. Even though they already went Goku Black, they're going to go Goku Dark. Vegeta Light. Gohan Purple. Which technically is, I don't know. Because they already had that in mind. Multiple universes means multiple Gokus. Just like we saw multiple, different forms of Frieza.
I know it's strange me showing up like this.
Different gods of destruction.
But I need to see just how strong you are. I'm looking for powerful allies.
But personally, they did, if you ask me.
Fight me, 17. Let's see what you got.
The team with Jiren on it is, don't make it obvious. This is the Dragon Ball Z cast. Right? This is a different version. Jiren is obviously, Tien, Goku. The wolf guy is obviously Yamcha, Wolfang Fist. But it's that obvious. Fat guy's technically Yajirobe.
You really know how to handle yourself in a fight.
Just because I've been on an island doesn't mean I've been taking it easy.
The problem for you is I've gotten stronger too. If you were fighting the old me, you might have a chance.
You don't get it. It's cool. No, I've been knew this fight was in the bag a while ago.
That's enough for now. If we continue this, we could destroy the island.
Yeah, blame it on that. Yeah, I kind of a while ago. Oh my god, it's not going to be satisfying. It's not the fight I'm looking for.
Whoa! You didn't say you had three kids!
Fast versus dire and drastic. You know, it's completely different.
One's ours and two are adopted. What do you want, Goku? I know you didn't come to this island just to get an update on my personal life.
Fast isn't like overwhelming. Fast is just it's moving too much. It's moving too fast. Let me set my feet firmly.
You got me. Well, there's this
Right.
thing called the
It's
Tournament
not.
of Power.
I'm overwhelmed. It's too much.
And you're
'Cause
asking
it's
me
just
to
a
leave
speed
my
adjustment.
responsibilities here to fight in this
Either
tournament?
go up to them or bring them down to you.
Yep. You in?
I'm not.
Composure.
Hey, don't do this to me. Everyone's fate depends
Don't
on
be a
this
bitch,
tournament.
man. Bring your ass in the tournament.
Wait, what?
You heard me. Don't be a
Tell me
bitch.
about
Bring your
this.
ass in the tournament. Money.
Well, Gohan made me promise not to tell any of the recruits, but here's the truth. If we lose the tournament, our universe will be destroyed.
Like, you bullshitting me, Goku. You telling me anything.
If we're doomed, so be it. Obliteration for all, not just the helpless. That's a fate I can accept. All right, fine. I'm in. I'll join your team for the tournament. I don't like being in debt to anybody.
Wow, do you mean it? That's great! Wait, I know, Frieza! That's who we should get! He can be the 10th fighter for our team!
Makes sense. Frieza's the Joker. He is Goku's Batman. Goku's Batman's Joker. Goku's Batman. Frieza's the Joker. He's solidified. This dickhead. Gotta be TN. Nope. Piccolo, Gohan, and all the other kids. Because Piccolo's the ones with the kids.
At last, the arena is finished, and the teams from all competing universes are here. We will now hear some words of welcome from the Omni Kings themselves.
See how Goku split Omni Kings because universes, even though Omni King allows it himself. Like there's a parallel universe with another Omni King, even though there's 6 universes making there 6 Omni King. You get what I'm saying? Different timeline. It's Omni King from a different timeline, which is the Trunks timeline. Which is stupid, right? Because did they destroy that timeline? They did all that shit to stop Goku Black, and then Beerus and Zamasu destroyed the timeline?
Poetry, thy name is for those who neglect it.
It's roughly equivalent to 48 Earth minutes.
Special techniques are allowed, but the use of weapons is prohibited, as are any lethal attacks or maneuvers. You must throw your opponent off the ring to win. Lastly, regardless of how wounded you may be, the use of restorative implements is expressly forbidden.
I don't use that shit in there. I don't do drugs.
Our review of the rules. Let the tournament of power begin!
All right. Hope you're ready.
It's Goku, right? I've been wanting to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm Goku, bitch.
You powered up into a kind of Super Saiyan I've never seen before. Show us how, and we'll thank you by using it to beat everyone here. Starting with you!
Ooh, I'm scared.
Cauliflower, that's no way to say thanks!
Well,
Like, there's no,
I'm sure either of you rookies are ready to handle that kind
you know,
of
like in all reality,
If that's what you think of us, then you got another thing coming. Let's show us!
there's no telling which Super Saiyan is stronger.
entertaining. I'll give you that much.
Assume that because we follow Goku that his Super Saiyan is stronger. He just got better technique. Right? But in different universes, their Super Saiyan could be stronger.
Don't worry, I'll back you up!
I hate to ask, but this is our fight. Can you stay out?
I'm sorry.
Here we go.
We face everything together. Cauliflower, you don't think I'm interfering, do you?
Lucky they won't let me.
I'm not done yet.
Right? Because it's like, that's who we follow. So you're biased.
This is your fault. Yours, Goku!
Right. We assume the Super Saiyan version we know is stronger because it's the Goku we follow. It don't make it stronger. Goku just got a deep bag, to be honest. That's what makes Goku better than most.
You're taking my one and only away from me!
He got a deep
You're
bag.
going to regret that, Goku! I'll make you pay!
But we watched Goku lose numerous times. We've watched him lose a lot. Just about all of Z he lost. Got his ass killed by Raditz and Piccolo. Right? Because they needed to jump him and he had to self-sacrifice. Because he had to self-sacrifice, that's an L to me, even though they won. Vegeta and him. Like, Vegeta mopped the floor with their ass. Well-timed place played by Yajirobe. It's like Ray Allen hitting that 3 for Miami. Saved that game, saved that match, saved that battle. How did he get his ass whooped? On Ginyu? Was it Ginyu? Ginyu with the body switch. Whooped his ass on Namek. Technically put him in a tough position. Goku had to, Vegeta had to get him his body back and put him in an incubation chamber. Sidelined for a lot, which is how Krillin and everybody else died, kind of. Sidelined again in the Android saga. Heart attack. Self-sacrifice with Cell. L. Spirit Bomb killed Majin Buu. I was going to say I don't remember how they killed Majin Buu. We'll count that one as a W. No, he just got his ass beat a lot. It's his ability to overcome adversity. That makes Goku our hero. But in reality, it's no proving that Goku is stronger than this version of Saiyan. Outside of just plot armor. Like, this woman technically got Brawly's power. She's the legendary Super Saiyan from her universe, and they just batted off like it was nothing.
That could be the legendary Super Saiyan form our ancestors spoke of.
I've been keeping this one a secret.
Kyle, what? Seriously? The fuck is a Kaioken?
The destroyer of lives. Goku the Ruiner. I'll kill you! Looks like you're gonna have to put a little power behind this. I see you.
Got nothing to do with keeping guard up.
Destroy you!
It's over.
I heard a strange voice. Is that you, King Kai? The voice got deeper. I guess she finally hit puberty. It's not King Kai, you jackass. It is I. And the Saiyan Force. Right. That's the Z Fighters. That's why they all dress together and dressed alike. These niggas are the Z Fighters. Josh Roby. Fat guy.
Let us blossom and let us sing out the song of love and victory! Now to transform! Happiness to one and all!
Bulma,
I send
Chi
you
Chi,
my love!
and... Or unless you want to make that Bulma, Chi Chi, and Yashirobe.
The roar of love! Kakutsa! The strike of love! With dreams and magic! Rosie! All right, here we go!
Bulma, Chi Chi, and Videl.
May our feelings find their way to you! Love! Huh?
What's that weird smell?
I smell pussy.
She must be using this to hypnotize people. How is her team? They appear to be holding up all right.
Sorry, she said she was
One way
pregnant.
or another, they're all staying strong. in the face of
Goku only
this
gets one bitch knocked up.
No hard feelings.
Dashing back, right. I'm backstepping. Right. Check it out, I'm running. Oh. Goku's strongest there is. Goku smashes bitches. I really don't. There's no sense in playing this. We know the story of Goku. We know why Goku is cool. To sit here and pretend that we don't, I mean, just keep playing the same thing over and over. Like, the story mode is for the kids. The ones that's just growing up watching Dragon Ball Z.
Wait a minute. What are you doing, Goku?
That's Krillin.
I don't need your help.
That's good, because I didn't come. I saw the...
Now I'm just the wolf. Wolf ain't fit.
Listen, Goku.
Oh? You're pretty fast, aren't you? But I've got my own tricks, silly rabbit.
Right? Goku's bugs.
Damn it. He's too fast.
Krillin's Daffy. But in an opposite world, Krillin is bugs. You get me?
How did he already know what I was... Sure, you got speed.
If you ask me who's my favorite character, Vegeta's my favorite character. If you ask me who I am at heart, I'm Goku at heart.
You got all kinds of cool stuff, Trunks.
It's a difference. But personally, I don't want to be Goku nor Vegeta. I'd rather be Yusuke Urameshi.
I motion that we ask Miss Bulma to cook something for us.
Only difference between the two that I appreciate really between Goku and Yusuke is that, like Goku, I prefer to fight
It's starting up, old man.
versus using guns.
Master Roshi, have you taken on any new students lately?
Yusuke shoot first, even though Kamehameha is a whole shoot first thing.
I get it. You just want it all, don't you?
Girl, I want it all. Money, cars, and everything. Anything to have you on my
Did you find
team.
something you want?
Really?
I know. Decisions. Well, did you find something you want?
Not really.
A big spender, huh?
Bitch, all I do is ball.
I always
Sorry,
take
baby.
my time
Sorry,
when
baby.
I go on a shopping spree, too. Wow, you must be almost as rich as me.
It's your money. Shut up, woman. Capsule Corp has made me a lot of money. Yep. It only makes sense that Capsule Corp will make Vegeta a lot of money. Like, as Bulma, I don't want my man living off of me like a mooch. That's why she don't fuck with Yamcha. Right? Vegeta is the prince of all Saiyans. That's why she don't fuck with Yamcha. Yet she like Yamcha has no drive, no motivation. So, as Bulma's husband, I would personally use my skills to develop a defense force. And now we're in the private army market, like the Red Ribbon. How? By taking fighting data like Dr. Gero and placing them in robots. Placing the fighting data in robots. You know, even if you just You don't have to super android them out. You could just make them normal robots with the fighting capabilities of Vegeta, the fighting knowledge, and the hands of Vegeta. That's how I make my money, and start selling them as private bodyguards, a private militia force, things like that. And as Vegeta, that's how I make my money. By having a whole line of fighting robots to defend the people. Right? It just makes sense. I mean, he got space money. He got space prince money. Like, how did he live the way he lived? He got space money. He got property and planets that he took over for the Frieza Force, and he got paid handsomely for his work. And again, he's a prince/king. He only keep the prince title in respects of his dead father. I'm rich, bitch. But you don't keep your riches by not, gaining more riches. And as a member of Capsule Corp, it just makes sense that I will create fighting robots as personalized bodyguards. Like, who gonna beat him up? Goku? Technically, that's almost the only person that could beat up Vegeta. And unless they need to make a bad guy seem super strong, then the main bad guy. Because Vegeta is that last step before you reach Goku. Krillin they catch a body with Krillin, with Yamcha, maybe even Tien. People like, we kind of expected that. But Piccolo get hurt, Gohan get hurt, Vegeta gets hurt. You're like, oh shit, shit's real. Just so that the enemy looks strong enough to fight Goku. Plot armor. Plot devices. So you create a robot army of Vegetas. Who the fuck's gonna beat him? And that's without giving them the actual android treatment. That's without giving them the android treatment, where they got Ki Blast and all this other shit. That's just purely hand to hand. And a metal structure. Nothing more, nothing less. That's how I make my money if I was Vegeta, personally.
It's good
right?
to see you, Dad.
Because she's not going to take care of Vegeta. If Vegeta stick around long enough. That's why she don't fuck with Yamcha. Yamcha had no drive. Oh, excuse me. It's gassy. I want Goku Black.
Your judgment is at hand.
They wouldn't let me buy him just now. I'm sorry. No can do. Oh, this is the one I gotta go to. Probably for the Trunks thing.
I see you have returned, dear Saiyan.
Thanks to you, my power will only grow to greater heights.
My daughter's with her mother. I ain't gotta worry. Mother cook. She going out later. Brothers might stop by. I'd say I gotta be at work at 6 a.m. I'm not doing shit today.
Clearly doesn't understand the full beauty of this time. Where it protects me. Not even what a god did in the past. Can't believe he actually killed a Supreme Kai. But of course, as you know, only a Supreme Kai can wield the power of the timelines. To bring about the justice I desire, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally. A fighter I could trust, who agonized as I died over the folly of mortal kind. Someone I knew for certain longed for the same grand utopia in their heart.
In other words, he needed me. In this reality, see as an alternate future, I was floundering in despair. I lacked the will to act.
I knew from the box of rings this parallel future existed, so I came to forge my alliance.
Right, parallel future.
Retribution! Scatter to the wind! Turn anger into power.
Spirit sword. Well, Spirit, he want to be a Spirit Reaper too.
Thank you, Goku. Your anger feels simply incredible.
You ain't me. You ain't the one. Be easy.
Neighbors like this. Retribution! You fool!
Nope. Doing the most. Yeah, because I tapped it first.
I've been neighbors like this, right? Retribution! You must pay for your sins against time. Die! Maybe I am a sinner, but I don't care. I'll do whatever it takes to save this planet. Here I come! Taste my blade! Magnificent.
Spirit sword.
Neighbors like this, Paladin, I didn't think you were capable of reaching this level of power. But it does perfect, doesn't it? Here I come!
Right, as long as I can't go to the ground, why are you tripping out here?
May my strength be a shield for all of us mortals! Scatter to the wind!
There's a whole space in between. You would have known. If you weren't African.
I'll hold them
Dick.
off and give them everything I've got. But in case I fail, you need
There
to
is
find
nowhere
a way
else for you to
defeat
go.
them.
In between the buildings, you jackass. Rose. R.I.P. Granny Rose. I'm protected by plot armor. Goku, Black and Zamasu proceed to overwhelm Goku and Vegeta with their strength. but Trunks gives the heroes a window to flee back into the world of the past. Goku Black and Zamasu fail to catch Trunks and take a brief respite, only to be attacked by the mortal survivors of the world. At that moment, though Goku Black and Zamasu sense something.
Goku and the others are back, as expected.
So, the curtain rises, and our Act 3 begins.
Zamasu and Goku Black destroy the time machine to prevent Goku and the others from returning to their world, driving our heroes further into bullshit.
Our Master Goesu and the other Kais were foolish enough to believe mortals could be entrusted with intellect. As a result,
you guys are bitches.
You malefactors have developed a time travel, a privilege only meant for the Kais. This machine is the quintessential reason why your kind must be eliminated.
Hey, shut up, bitch. Anybody could be a Kai. It's a title, not a people.
Well, it appears they're not listening.
No, man, I'm so intoxicated by myself.
Saying, right? Like Saiyans is a race, not a skin color. So Saiyans can come in different colors.
One of the many benefits of being a god.
But the detrimental effects of making a black Saiyan. Here's the problems with making a black Saiyan. Frieza's going around calling everybody monkeys, even though it has racist undertones. To officially make Saiyans black would bring up a whole world of racial undertones that needs to be addressed. If that makes sense. Because we all assume that Saiyans are black just from the way Frieza talk about Saiyans. We know that Frieza is a racist prick, technically making Saiyans black given the things he said. But for Akira Toriyama to make this, like, they say he made it, right? Who knows? Just like Marvel, I go Marvel. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King are represented by Charles Xavier and Magneto. So it's not uncommon for them to hide civil issues and issues of race and things within comics and cartoons. But, how sensitive is the subject in a world of cancel culture? When it's already heavily implied that the Saiyans were supposed to be, not racist, but they have the same story of slaves, kind of. Not exactly the same, but kind of the same. So, the implementations of having a black Saiyan right now, in a world where the internet is prevalent and everybody communicate with everybody, cancel culture might be the reason we don't have a black Saiyan at the moment.
Fine. What's done is done. I'd rather win with our fist than some magic trick.
Because people like to play the race card.
I was just thinking the same thing. But these bottles are a gift from the gods, as is their energy. But you arrogant Saiyans act as if you created this strength all on your own. Now I figured it out. The reason for the runaway growth in your power level compared to my own. It's anger isn't it? Watching us hurt your son made you angry, which made you stronger. So that's how Saiyan strength works. How primal, turning your raw emotions into power. Only a pathetic mortal like yourself can thrive on a tactic that unrefined. Which explains why it took me so long to realize it. And I too shall use my anger. Anger toward the mortals who defile the universe. Anger toward the other gods who have tolerated such behavior. And most importantly, the white, hot rage I now feel toward myself for letting you get
You still can't even sit on the floor. We're not the same.
This is just the start. I channeled my divine rage into power. I have forged a new instrument with which to destroy you. This side will carve a reminder into your mortal flesh of the strength of my divine wrath. Magnificent. The body of a Saiyan is the ultimate in divine blessings. Scatter to the
Shut your bitch ass up.
It was like this. Retribution!
Learn to block, man.
What's the matter, mortals? Relax. Don't be afraid. I thought you Saiyans loved fighting the strongest. My counterpart's energy just vanished. And then just a second ago, here. And now it feels much weaker for some reason. Like he's barely present. He must have run into some trouble completing his part of our gambit.
Keep your guards up, bitch. All you do is pull the perception button. You're not alive.
Divine blessings.
Again, you can't stay grounded. You fly up because the game make you fly up. I fly up because I want to. We are not alike.
How did you disgrace yourself against those mortals? We were barely separated. What went wrong?
It seems many of our assumptions about mortals were badly mistaken. They are much more than just insignificant worlds. If we're not careful, our dream of utopia is going to be ruined before it's even begun.
You wanted a mortal body, buddy. That was your downfall, bitch. For everything you hate. You hate black people, but you want it to be black. That's like a KKK member acting like B-Rad G from Malibu's Most Wanted. Fuck those niggers. Yo, yo, yo. What's the dealio, son?
Because these insolent mortals continue to defy and profane us.
It's time to show them divine perfection made whole.
You pathetic, lowly mortals. Kneel before our radiance.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm hip. I'm hibbity. I know the hop.
So this is your move.
From a KKK member, though. Imagine. I hate black people, and then like, you know what the Midwest is? Young get restless. Next, these niggas might jack your necklace. Next, these niggas might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell these niggas who Kanye West is. White power.
The Almighty. I can
Alright, imagine that. That's Zamazu. Fuck these mortals. They're mortals and they're living. Us gods are perfect. But then you go get the body of a mortal.
Hearken unto me. I am the brightly glowing sun in the sky, which illuminates this world. And all show that my brilliance is justice. I, the god
The petty ass blast, bitch.
universal wisdom, the universal law, and yes, the universal power.
Trying to stop me from powering up.
My light shines shall be obliterated. At long last, on this glorious day, Project Zero Mortal will culminate the eradication of all life on this earth. Then, rise from the ashes.
What the hell is he talking about?
Right, because I'm still holding down the down button. I thought I hit a wall though, but I just had to be sure.
Still denying the inevitable. Perhaps a further demonstration of my power.
Right, you can't counter something when I'm not punching. You tripping.
Now, to rend the land, cleanse it of all that is in it. So begins the Jubilee, heralding the arrival of a divine new world.
Right, you tripping.
This is the definition of justice. Power, wisdom, flame, light, return with vengeance to consecrate anew this defile. Now the unclean world, stay, violent, blame, kind, is removed. Born of divinity, bound to heritage.
Like I said before, you're going to have to go through me first.
You creatures refuse to acknowledge your limits. Well, perhaps it won't sink in once my power takes hold.
Get ready, 'cause I'm
Alright, assuming I'm attacking you.
You simple-minded, barbarous simple. Like the mortals that will soon be extinguished.
Are you sure I attacked you? You got me? Can't see me, you not sure, nigga? The same way you charging up your energy and you say, because I'm charging up, you can sense me. That's the same way I can sense you. Charging up your Kamehameha. Huh? Okay. Right. Like plot armor. I'm protected by plot armor. Exactly. I'm protected by plot armor.
You two, where?
Different universe. Is Goku still the strongest when you're not Goku? Just another nigga.
You see, now that you've merged, you've taken in something that's always going to be a part of you for as long as you live. Goku's mortal and destructible body. Of course. Your stuff is deep. Saiyans are the ultimate symbol.
Right. You don't look like nothing but just one of them, the same anime characters that be punching and get no avail.
Are you seriously crying?
Oh, no, you're not doing nothing but pressing the buttons fast, buddy. You ain't got no strategy. That's why I could just hold the block button and make you look like an asshole. Right. But you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just pressing buttons fast. Again, what makes us different? You suck ass. Exactly.
Keep it coming, guys. Share your power with
You
me.
protected by bottom. You suck ass. Yeah. End of the day, you suck ass. Yeah, because they're not doing nothing but just pressing down the button. That's why it's standing there blocking. It's like, look at this jackass. Just pressing button. Skip. Where the hell? It's not like I go back here. Right. Because game, they're ass. When right. From when I beat them and they wouldn't let, they ended the match at half of their health. Ass. Right. They're not good. When they're actually good. I'll cut that one out. Right. When they're actually good. Told you. A long time ago.
You see, now that you've merged,
Make him look like a jackass.
that's always going to be a part of you for as long as you live. Goku's mortal and destructible body.
Alright, because they can't quit punching. Make you look like a jackass. It's not hard. You're not as good as you think.
gain divine power. You're stronger than most deities. Saiyans are the ultimate symbol of the I have seen both mortal kind and the divinity, so they may never be repeated. Got an answer for
First things first, put a motherfucker on blast.
I did this to the cause for creation.
Are you seriously crying?
Second thing,
Proudly so. My
give him a rebuttal.
shall sanctify this
Third, put him in a position where, right, can't help but to put you out in, right, admit your own flaws. You can't admit your own flaws, you'll never improve. Yeah, he didn't get it. Yeah. He didn't get it. I'm not fighting that person.
You see, now that you've merged, you've taken in something that's always going to be a part of you for as long as you live. Goku's mortal and destructible body.
Goku's body will always be part of me. Of course. Such was my desire.
Go inside the field. That's where I'm trying to go. We're not alike.
You're still the most deities.
Right, you didn't block, nigga. You held up the perception button. That's what you did.
Got an answer for everything, huh?
Don't need to see it to know, nigga, because I know. I got over 100 battles of experience. 100 hours of battle experience. Not just battles, nigga. I fight in battles for hours. We are not alike.
A pure and perfect multiverse made me clean by Yamasu's hand!
Zamasu!
I'll fight for more! Right? Yes, again!
My strength be a shield. All of us mortal.
All obstacles must be removed.
Don't you see?
I am everlasting! How will you escape my justice? You begging for help from the rest of your pathetic mortal herd? Or this time will you try that future? How will you compensate for your weakness now?
Compared to gods, of course we're weak. But you can never make me ashamed of
Shooting
that.
with the energy at not where you see.
That's when we can do anything. Because believing in our fellow man and helping each other to survive, that's what redeems us. That's what makes us who we are. Makes us worthy. That's what gives us our real power! Strike a chord and retaliate against justice! I don't give a damn about you or your so-called
Because you
justice!
can't let go of the blast.
Here we go, everyone! I can feel it.
Ain't nowhere near that. Right.
Share your power with me!
Thank you. Effective our plot on him. Nigga's not good.
But how?
Plot on him. Nothing but plot on him. My health bar wasn't nowhere near that low. I didn't even press back just now. I pressed triangle to get the details where I was at. I have over 175 hours, and easily 165 of those, just to be a good sport, is in nothing but, well, okay, maybe not 165, maybe 155, because I did 10 hours, maybe 15 hours in episode creation. 155 hours of those have been in motherfucking training. Hours and hours of training. Go back and watch my videos. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of training.
Wow! Everybody's here!
Hours and hours and hours of training. And hours. And hours.
Hi, welcome. Take all the time you need.
Because that's where the real meat of any fighting game is. Being able to fight without worrying about a health bar, without worrying about other, shit. You don't got to change the gauge meters or nothing.
You want it all, don't you?
It's just an unlimited fight until you get tired. How many different ways can you approach a battle?
I get it. You just want it all, don't you?
Right. All that extra shit is just trying to beat a health bar. You're not trying to beat your opponent. You're just trying to get the health bar down. That'll make you good. Still ass.
I know. Decisions. I get it. You just want it all, don't you? I always take my time when I go on a shopping spree, too. I get it. You just want it all, don't you?
Alright, don't make you good. Just because you like, I play online. Nigga, you playing a health bar.
This old place hasn't changed a bit.
Y'all still spamming the fucking perception button. Don't nobody keep up that fucking guard button.
Right? Takes me back to when we were just kids.
But y'all good. Y'all want to rank.
Right? Takes me back to when we were just kids.
The real battle comes from training. That's where it comes from.
That was rather nerve-wracking.
Oh my gosh. A little gassy. But yeah, nigga. It's just not good.
Huh?
I'm not saying motherfuckers can't be good or have the potential to be good, but
Piccolo might be disappointed.
trying to play a health bar and trying to get the
Let him
person down, the health bar down fastest, don't make you good when all you're doing is rushing in. Like, all you gotta do is stand there and hold the block button. What's one way to get through the block? Guard break. What's another way to get through the block? A grab. There's 2 ways to get through the block.
Well,
But yet you see a motherfucker blocking, and all you do is keep punching. I know the difference between the computer and an opponent, an online opponent. Even though technically I play offline, they have me play against online opponents. I know the difference. Because the computer is set to normal when I fight against the computer.
Fight seriously, you'll likely win.
Well, hope I'm not too rusty.
Anytime anything's over, or right, like I'm trying to do the most. It's like that's not a computer.
Huh? Hey, how come Vegeta's not here?
Piccolo might be disappointed.
Anyway,
I can't let him down.
I'm not really for being bothered today. I was fine up in here. Like your nephew's here. Not that I don't care, but you know, the motherfuckers ain't come to see me.
I wonder who I'm gonna be fighting first.
Contestant number 17, would you like to give a comment?
You know what I mean? So.
Who's gonna be my next opponent?
Let's see.
Take a look at this. You're back again. I'm so happy. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm so happy.
Titles. That's why y'all keep me.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm so happy. Thanks a lot. Hey, what you want to play today?
I just wanted to hang out.
I promise that what I had in mind isn't anything too taxing. Greetings.
That's assuming I care. Because none of that makes you good at the game.
How come you never use the button I gave you?
Not that it don't. You get what I'm saying? Because the point of going through it is to be able to be effective with each character. You know, when the most effective thing is keep your guard up, stay on your feet. You know, duck, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge.
Strong around here.
Duck, dive, dip, dodge. Dive and dodge. dodge,
might be
right?
disappointed if I lose. I can't let him down.
So keep your guards up. Look for your openings. Look for your opportunities.
Vegeta's not here.
Fights go the same.
Contestant number 17. Would you like to give a comment?
Tell me,
Hey,
what kind of opponents do you
Felipe Slate. Shut up.
You were the one who helped me to grow stronger, Piccolo.
First and foremost, unless you're paying me, don't come out here making demands. Secondly, if there's something you want,
Hey, how come
pay
Vegeta's
me.
not here?
Cash App Gab Games. I don't do that. Unless you giving me money, don't come out here making no demands. I don't give a fuck about ranked. I don't give a fuck about playing online. If you want me to play online and you want me to pay ranked, give me money. $20 for 30 minutes. If you're not doing that, just enjoy the show and shut the fuck up.
If you take this fight seriously, you'll likely win.
I'm dead ass serious. This is not that. I don't go to where you're at and tell you shut the fuck up. You came here. $20 for 30 minutes online. If not, just enjoy.
Tell me, what kind of opponents do you enjoy fighting?